Hey everybody, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. So tonight I am going to be opening up a 1989 Fleer box. I have recently opened one that I purchased from the same store, online store. I did pull a Ripken error out of that, as well as the Tom Brookens and Mike Heath uh, wrong front and back variations here. Those aren't very valuable cards, but I do know that they are still having some errors in these boxes. I did open a second box, did not find any Griffeys, any Bill Ripken errors in it, or Bill Ripken no errors in it. So kind of got me frustrated. So I'm going to open up another box. That first video I'm not going to share because it really wasn't much of anything to be exciting in there. Did pull out a Randy Johnson. The scoreboard looked completely black. I couldn't even see the black box in there, so not sure what kind of error that variation that is, but it's not one of the more valuable ones. I know that for a fact. We are going to go ahead and open this box up, see if possibly the other two boxes that I have might be error boxes. If they are, I might purchase a few more of them just to hold. If not, if I don't pull any of the Ripken errors in here, then we may just keep what we've got. But let's see what we can find in here. I did always love this set. This was one of the sets that I was collecting when I first really started collecting, along with most people at the boom of the baseball card industry. I actually started purchasing baseball cards when I was visiting my grandmother in Ohio, and there was a store across the street. And I didn't even like baseball at the time, but I went and purchased a pack of baseball cards, and ever since then, in 1986, I was hooked. 1989, when the cards were starting to be really over mass produced, they were everywhere. I was buying some at the Price Club and ended up getting a box every 2 weeks on payday, and the rest, as we say, is history. We're going to go ahead and start opening these cards here and hopefully find some Ripken errors, Griffey, to kind of make up for the last box that was very much of a disappointment for me. So we start off right off the bat, Danny Tartabull, Felix Jose, John Smoltz. That is a John Smoltz rookie card, one of the better cards in the set, along with Jose Canseco All-Star card. And right off the bat, first pack, Ken Griffey Jr. So already starting off a lot better than the first box did with the Griffey. Let's see if we can get the glare out of the way here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put that in the top loader because my luck, I would keep that out and it would get ruined. So we're going to put it in a penny sleeve and in a top loader here just to make sure that that card does not get messed up, because it is a pretty good centered card here. I don't know if it would be a PSA 9 or 10, but we're going to get it protected just to be sure. And at some point I'm going to do a mass send to PSA to get them graded. So Griffey right off the bat to make up for not getting any in the last box. In the next pack, we have Eric Davis to start it off, Mark Grace, Robin Yount, Tony Gwynn, Alejandro Pena, and Andres Galarraga. I never had luck pulling Griffeys out of the Fleer in 1989. You seem to be getting one about every 3 boxes of my luck, but so to get one of the first packs it makes me feel a whole lot better, and might potentially get a couple of them here. We have a McGuire, Ricky Henderson. We have a Kirby Puckett and Eric Davis. Howard Johnson, Eddie Murray, Dave West. So some pretty nice names in that pack. Steve Balboni, Terry Pendleton, Roger Clemens, Neil Heaton, Dave Valley, Kevin Mitchell, and Rick Aguilar and Dave Smith. Nothing too great, but not a bad pack there. Randy Reddy, have a Gerald Clark rookie, Tim Burke, Bob Boone, and Sid Bream. One of the things I hate about some cards is when there is a sequence there, you start opening the packs, and before you even, if you're used to opening up enough of them, you start to know who's going to be coming up even before it gets there, which is nice when you know you're getting ready to get a big card, but it's frustrating when you know you're not going to get anything out of that pack. Nothing out of that one. Ramon Martinez. Kent Tulkulve and those creepy shaded glasses. Chris Sabo and Bobby Bonilla, and Dwight Gooden with the wax stain. Todd Burns, David Palmer, David Wells, Doug Drabeck. We have a Will Clark All-Star. Lee Smith, Harold Baines, and Harold Reynolds. Fred McGriff, Crime Dog with the wax stain. You have Bob Malachy rookie card. Tim Raines. Wally Joyner with Fred McGriff. So one stack down, we did get a Griffey. We have no Randy Johnsons out of this one and no Bill Ripkens. Jack Morris, Lenny Harris, George Brett, Craig Biggio rookie, Dave Cohn with Larry Sheets, Jeff Montgomery, Sid Fernandez, so exciting in that pack. Tom Brookens with Mike Heath information on the back, a cheap error variation, but it is still one of the error variations. Sandy Alomar and Galarrago and Gerald Perry. Andy Van Slyke, Kent Herbeck, Oral Hershiser All-Star, Jeff Blauser, and Daryl Boston to end the pack. So after the first boom pack, it kind of died down for a little bit. So hopefully, again, we'll get something coming up here soon. Greg Maddox, Pat Sheridan, Chris Gwynn, Frank White, and Al Leiter with the wax stain. Greg Harris with Jeff Russell, Gerald Perry, Tom Browning, Perfect Game, Darryl Strawberry, Cal Ripken, once again, the wrong Ripken. One of the few times you'll say I didn't want a Cal, I wanted Bill. Jay Buhner, Mark Langston, Dave Bergman, Oral Hershiser, Mickey Tettleton, Bill Doran, Dennis Eckersley, Dave Winfield, and Hal Morris. Charlie Huff, followed by a lot of people who very few people have heard of. Cecil Fielder. Checklist, so that definitely not one of the better packs out there. Keith Miller, one of the cards that I always say I look forward to grabbing, even though he's not that good. Jose Rijo, Lou Whitaker, Dave Anderson. So again, not a very good pack. After that first shock of Ken Griffey, it's kind of gone all downhill after that. Halfway through, really not much other than that Griffey and that Biggio. We have the Alomar brothers. Ryan Sandberg and B.J. Surhoff. Dave Concepcion, Dave Martinez, Rick Russell, Brady Anderson, Carney Lansford, Matt Williams, some decent names, but none of the big cards we're looking for here. Dave Righetti, Craig Reynolds, Devon White, Barry Bonds, Vince Coleman, and Marty Barrett. And we're getting into a dry spell of not even getting anything decent, not even very many names worthy of being spoken. So, this is kind of depressing, but still have a few packs to go here. Steve Bedrosian, Darryl Strawberry and Will Clark, Kevin McReynolds, Greg Jeffries, which would have been excited to get that one, Joe Carter, and Tom Browning. It's a little bit better, so we're back on the upward swing. Now let's hit the home run here and get the cards we're looking for. Ozzie Guillen, Rob Dibble, Mike Scioscia, Mike Scott. And then it's Eckersley All-Star card on the wax. Brett Saberhagen, Ken Hill, and Dennis Cook rookies. Brian Harvey, Tony Fernandez, John Smiley, and Bert Blyleven. So that would have been a pretty good pack to open up. Dave Magadan, Julio Franco, Barry Larkin. Nice start. Andre Dawson, Chuck Finley, Alan Trammell, Roberto Alomar. So a lot of really good, nice names in that one. So not the pack we're looking for, but not a bad pack at all. Gary Gaetti, Bob Walk looking like he's having a stroke. Ozzie Smith, Wade Boggs, Rex Hudler. 3 stacks in, not much to shout about other than the Griffey. Really sad that I'm getting close to having 2 boxes in a row with no Bill Ripkens at all to even know whether it's the error variation or not. Ron Gant, Will Clark, and Paul Merrow, Gary Carter, and Tom Gordon. Kirby Puckett, Bobby Bonilla All-Star card, Carlton Fisk, Van Snyder, Candy Maldonado, and Franklin Stubbs. Vinny Santiago, Nelson Santaveno, Kevin Seitzer, Pedro Guerrero, and we have a Randy Johnson again. Not one of the more expensive variations here, but I didn't expect to find any of his in this box here, since the two Randys that I've pulled out of my other boxes were not the Marlboro or the green or red tint. And here is our first Bill Ripken, and it is the error. So this ended up being a box where we got all of the big names in it, including the error. We have a Bo Jackson. So happy to know that it looks like all of these are the error boxes. So I'm probably going to go back on that website and buy the rest of them. I think I saw that there might have been 8 more boxes there. They are at a pretty good price, and I might pull them out and try to see if I can sell them for a profit here. So definitely excited to know that these are all the error boxes here, coming from the same case. There's a Canseco 4040. Looked like I might get shut out after the Griffey, but now it looks like we got all the big names, and now we just have to hope we can pull a second one somehow. Don't really care if it's a Griffey or Ripken. I'd like to get a second one of either one of those, but don't really expect it here. Bobby Bonilla, Willie McGee, Jack McDowell would have been a really good card to pull in '89. Honestly, didn't remember him having an '89 clear card, but obviously he did. And Kevin Brown and Kevin Reimer rookies. So 2 more. See if we can get one more Ripken or Griffey. The last pack. So based off of the sequences, it doesn't look like I'm going to get a Griffey or a Ripken here. Which, like I said, it kind of sucks when you already know. But we end the box with Mattingly and Mike Schmidt. So we have 2 of the best corner at first and third in the late 80s. So nice way to end up that box. Like I said, we did get the Griffey right away. Did finally pull out a Ripken error. So very, very cool box there. Redeems after my last box of not getting hardly anything in there. Didn't get a Sheffield rookie, but obviously when you get these 2, it doesn't really matter if you get a Sheffield or not. So thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe if you like this content. Let me know what you think. If there's any content you'd like for me to open up, let me know and I'll see what I can do. And please like and subscribe. Do want to grow this page here and It's always hard getting started out. So please tell your friends. I do have a lot more planned. I do plan on growing this page quite a bit, but I appreciate you stopping in and hope to see you again soon.